On today's show, fair warning, you're going to instantly fall in love with our subject matter today.
I already am.
Here she is on 1958 appearance of the Ed Sullivan Show,
Okay. Yes.
singing the lovely rendition of "When You're Smiling, the World Smiles with You."
When you're smiling,
And this is Althea Gibson.
Althea.
Gibson,
All right.
two-sport athlete. So 2 new sports that we haven't even covered yet.
And a musician.
Yep, on today's show.
Wow. Triple threat.
lovable losers hanging out in the living room. Lovable losers telling stories and maybe drinking beers. Lovable losers.
All right, Althea Neal Gibson is the subject matter of today's show. Born in 1927 in South Carolina, but grew up in Harlem, New York.
Oh, okay.
So her early career, she began as a tennis player. So she was
What year is this?
in the 40s, in the 1940s is
Oh,
when she
wow.
started as an
Okay.
amateur tennis player.
All right.
And then she became a professional later in that decade and into the 50s. She was had a tennis career.
That's not, that wouldn't be easy for.
For an African American woman at
There
that
you go.
time.
Thank
yeah.
you. Whew. I didn't know how to say
and
it.
and that's an ongoing storyline for her life. Is it's
Struggle.
not the most fantastic time. A few episodes ago we had Bobby Lane, and he was in the 50s too, and
That's
he didn't
true.
really have too many struggles or issues with anything really.
No.
So this is a little bit different of a story. But she excelled at tennis, and she stood out right away. 1941, she won her first tennis tournament, the New York State Championship.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. A few years later, she starts winning like the national championship, like the season award. So in 1944, 1945, she won the national championship for ATA, the girls division.
Okay.
So she won those 2 years, was runner-up in 46. Starting in 1947, she goes on a streak of winning this national championship award for 10 years straight. It took a few years for her to get into playing professional. In 1949, she was the first black female to win the national indoor championship with the USTA. And in 1950, they had to petition to change the rules to get her to become eligible for the United States, the U.S. Nationals, which is what the U.S. Open's called now.
Oh, okay.
So
Had a different
1950, they petitioned. There was a lot of people like wrote in letters for her and
Dang.
petitioned to change the rules.
She got to play.
And
And
in
she won.
1950, she was out in the second round in 50,
Oh.
but she was able to participate, and she participated the next year as well, and even went to
feels good.
Wimbledon the next year in 51.
Oh.
So when she got into the 1950 U.S. Nationals, that started a 9-year streak where she played that championship every year.
Dang.
The other tournaments, she didn't play as many times.
She focused on that other one.
Yeah, and I think the Australian Open, she only participated in that once. In the French Open, she only played in that once as well, but that's later.
Well, you know how we feel about the French Open.
Yeah, exactly. Bon chance.
Teton.
Early in her tennis career, it takes a couple of years to really break through and have a breakthrough and start winning championships, start competing for championships.
She's doing it.
Yeah, but
Back to back.
56 to 58, that was where she hit big. 1956, she was the first African American woman to win a Grand Slam tournament. She won the French Open.
Hey.
She beat Angela Mortimer 6-0, and then 12-10 to win the second set.
Golly.
So a marathon second set as part of that.
Golly.
And she was a quarter finalist at Wimbledon, and then she won doubles. Oh, she won the doubles at French Open in 56.
That still counts as a Grand Slam, though? Like,
Yeah.
sort of winning one?
She won a single Grand Slam at the French Open, and she won the doubles. So I mean, a doubles championship is also a championship. The Williams sisters, they probably won the doubles 10 years in a row
Oh,
because they
shit.
played doubles and they just were
Killed.
kicking everyone's butt for a
They-
long time.
They
So
use guns.
because I mean, you have number 1 and number 2 best players in the world play doubles against anybody else.
Except
They're gonna kill them.
if one of them borrowed the other's shirt without asking,
That it's on.
that you could beat that team.
Yep.
If they're fighting over a shirt, you could beat that team.
But 57 and 58, she wins for the Wimbledon. She wins Wimbledon and she wins the U.S. Open both
Okay.
those years.
All right.
So kind of like a Grand Slam over those 2 years. You know, she wins 4 Grand Slam tournaments.
She's
It's
definitely
the
in the
same
news.
2 twice.
Like she's in the media.
In
People
1957,
are forced to accept her
yeah.
in these. Man.
And there was probably the moment in 57 after she won, the Queen Elizabeth was on the court and she presented her with the trophy
Damn.
and shook her hand, and that was probably a huge
Say the
moment.
year again.
1957.
Oh, okay.
So
She was still
early
a
into
young
her
queen.
monarchy, yeah.
She was early queen.
yeah, she looks
Early
really young.
queen.
Yeah. But yeah, the Queen was there, and
Damn.
you know that's kind of, I mean, that's a huge moment in anybody's life. Meeting the Queen of England,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
I'd freak the fuck out.
Yeah, right.
Especially now.
But yeah, so 57, 58, she wins 4 Grand Slam tournaments, and then in and then also 5 doubles and a mixed doubles tournament as well in this 3-year run.
I wonder who
So-
was her doubles partner.
Okay, so doubles partner, she's
yeah.
had several.
Oof.
Angela Buxton was her first.
Mm.
She was from Britain.
Britain.
A woman named Darlene Hard. She played with her in doubles. She played against her in doubles. She played
Oof.
against her in singles tournaments. And all these women, they've played with and against one another in a lot of these
Ironically,
tournaments.
Darlene Hard was easy to beat.
They went back and forth. I mean, Darlene Hard. So she won the doubles with her, and she beat her in singles
Damn.
in 57.
Coldplay. They were sleeping together. That's the only way I can just explain it.
And I guess that explains the fact that she kisses her on the cheek as celebrating when she
Ooh.
won when she beat her.
Would
You know,
she they
she's
weren't.
like,
They
yeah,
didn't have.
they were doubles partners. They
were
were
happy.
buddies. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No
whoever
hard
wins,
feelings.
they were both happy.
All right, that's cool.
So that was pretty cool. And it's kind of interesting because
They're so progressive.
Everyone's
in the
names show
50s.
up on
These
both
people are
sides.
so chill.
yeah.
Like nobody today would be this chill
So it seems like she was very accepted into this tennis world.
because she's good.
Yeah, but the major issue was it didn't pay at all. I mean, it was very much an amateur sport
Do you
back
hear
then.
that, kids? Tennis doesn't pay.
Back then, at least, they changed the rules after she retired from tennis. She retires from tennis in
After?
1958. Yep.
After.
And then in 1958, then she just tries to enter into another realm of her career.
Time phone.
No, that's that special phone. That
Oh yeah.
the time phone.
Time phone.
As it turns out, last week's call with Pam Stevens was from 1987.
What? I felt it was odd. I thought everything about it was
Time.
So this call that we're just letting ring and ring and ring right now,
weird. Yeah. Well, it's
it could be from
We
any
got time.
period right now.
yeah. Ooh.
So
Time.
are you ready to see who this could be?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nope. Hello.
Oh,
Hello. Can you hear me?
yeah, yes, sir.
Hello.
That's a kind of a familiar sounding voice.
Oh,
Who
it's
is this?
me. Oh, of course. Without my band, you probably don't know who I am. It's me, Ed Sullivan. I just came to speak to you about a very dear friend of mine.
Oh, yes.
Althea Gibson.
Oh, what a coincidence. We're talking about her.
I heard.
I hear that she has a beautiful singing voice.
Well, that's what I hear. I hope to have her on my show. It'll be a really big show.
Are you bored with regular games? Yeah, you. The bored-looking one in the middle. Do you wish there was something else? Something that could be as fun as it is addictive? Well, wish no more, my little funny face guy. Now, there's something new. Kitty Cigs. Real cigarettes, but smaller so they fit smaller hands. Forget kiddie games and try Kitty Cigs today. Get them now.
Kitty cigs are in no way candy, and therefore pose a real threat to the health of not only the individual using it, everyone around them as well. Kid D6 are meant to entertain while poisoning the body, much like high fructose corn syrup. But I digress. Again, Kid D6 are not meant to be candy. Do not confuse them with candy cigarettes. Get them now.
Holy jeez, I wanted to lick 'em.
Balls.
So Miss Althea Gibson retires
Oh.
from a prolific professional tennis
Tennis.
career. 56 career titles, 11 Grand Slams. That's 5 singles, 5 doubles, and 1 mixed double.
What year does she retire?
1958.
So she started in the 40s.
Yeah.
So it's a 2-decade career.
Yeah.
With all of those wins, even up to the end.
Yeah. 58
not like
was
she
her best
fizzled
year.
out.
They 57, 58. She was the AP
She
female
Seinfeld
athlete
it.
of the year.
She
Yeah.
Seinfeld it.
Yeah, she finished on a high note, and then it just wasn't, it didn't work out, like financially,
To be retired.
yeah, to play tennis.
Oh.
So that's why she had the recording career where
Tennis
she
don't play.
recorded Althea Gibson Sings
Oh.
and had those Ed Sullivan appearances
Oh.
to back up that.
That's why he called.
Yeah, he was telling us about her her appearances on his show in the late
Okay.
50s. And then in 1964, at age 37, she becomes the first African American female to join the LPGA. Golf.
She golfs?
Yeah.
Wow.
But 1964, even worse of a time to be black in America, I think, than even the 50s.
I don't know.
1950s, the tennis, maybe that was like more of an insulated world. 1964,
I don't think there's been a good time to be black in America.
well, golf. Think about where the golf courses are in our
Oof.
country.
Yep. I can't even
So-
get into them.
Yeah, the country clubs are very elite, and it's in the South.
What's
and-
the opposite of inclusive?
Yeah, yeah. So
but
were-
like the mean version.
yeah, there was tournaments that Althea Gibson would show up to, and they would not let her play in the tournament.
Oof.
So she never was able to get high ranked in the LPGA because she wasn't able to finish a whole season because she just randomly wasn't able to play these tournaments
She should be like,
here and there.
"Bitch, I've met the queen.
Yeah.
Have you met the queen?
And it's like it coming from such a progressive time when she played doubles with all these different women,
That's
and
insane.
it's-
But now, like, a high school volleyball player can become famous because of a viral video
yeah, with the NIL, and you can kind of
and make money.
use
off of
your
it. Oh, man.
market your own image and things like that.
She
it's a much better
would
world.
have raked it in.
Yeah, she would have
Raked
had
it in. If
a singing, like a Instagram where she sang or something. And,
there's got to be
oh, yeah.
what's
Maybe.
what's the sports award? Like the ESPY.
Oh yeah, mhm.
So you add that to EGOT, and so it's an EGOT.
Yeah, egoat.
EGOT.
Yep. Because that would be a way more of a
Just
small
impossible.
fraternity.
Yeah, it would be her.
Her LPGA career, her ranking peaked in 1966.
Okay.
She at 27th ranked. 1970, she finishes tied for second after a playoff in the Len Imke Buick Open. So that was the highest finish that she had in her career. 1971, she was inducted into the International Tennis Hall of Fame.
Ooh. Wait.
And
International.
yeah, it's Tennis Hall of Fame.
Oh, okay.
It's just international is the name of it.
Well, because there's probably a lot of French people.
A lot of
in-
Frenchmen
Yeah.
and women. Boom. She retires from LPGA. Said
Okay.
it right.
What
that time.
year is this?
1978.
Okay, so
In the late 70s, she finishes her professional playing career.
that's a 30-year. She's up there with our other guys.
For sure. Yeah, she made the Tennis Hall of Fame, and in 1980 she was into the International Women's Sports Hall of Fame.
Ooh,
She was
for
one of the
big
first
sports.
6 inductees into
Oh,
that.
okay.
So yeah, she's definitely an all-timer in tennis for sure. And then in golf, she had a 14-year career. And they credit, like, if she hadn't have started when she was 37, if she had started when she was earlier, she would have been an all-time great in
She
golf,
started
too.
at 18.
Yeah, imagine that, And
Man.
and that was probably an option that she had to choose between. is where was she going to focus, and she focused on tennis, and had a wonderful tennis career, Hall of Fame tennis career, and then she retires for a few years, has a professional singing career for a little while, and then goes and has a 14-year professional golf career.
You know, I have, or I had a professional singing career. In fact, I had an album.
Yeah?
I think we have a commercial for it.
Okay.
I mean, I pulled it up, but so we'll replace one of the paying sponsors we had with this throwback commercial.
Let's check it out.
Yeah.
Oh, I just died in your arms tonight.
Lovable Loser Records brings you cool rock.
It must have been love, but it's over now.
The songs are hot, but the rock is cool.
Lady in red,
Buy Cool Rock today.
don't forget me when I'm gone.
Buy it now. 2 compact discs for $24.95 or 2 cassettes for $19.95.
I'm your private dancer. Dancer for money. Do what you want me to do.
Those soft sounds of the 80s really
Well,
tug at your heartstrings.
that was me speaking from the heart.
Mm-hmm.
Really.
Sometimes you have to listen to it too.
Oh, yeah.
So Althea Gibson retires professionally in 1978, but her life in sports continues until the end of her life. She's a coach.
Oh, okay.
She opens up, youth academies.
Training camps or whatever they call them.
Yeah, in Harlem. She's a fixture in
She
Harlem.
does it in
her
Harlem?
hometown. She's a fixture in North Carolina.
Powerhouse.
Yeah. There is courts named after her in, I think, both these locations. She has a bronze statue
No shit.
in
Is that still
Branch
there?
Brook Park in Newark. Yeah. It was dedicated in 2012
Hell yeah.
in Newark. And then next year, she's going to be on a quarter.
Get the fuck out of
So
town.
people are going to hear about Miss Althea Gibson in
Oh,
2025.
Oh, we're gonna get one and we're gonna put it up. I want it in one of the shots.
Yeah, that was like down at the bottom of the page. I was
Oh,
like,
we gotta
she's gonna
get
be on a
one. We
quarter?
gotta get an Althea quarter.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh damn!
Yep.
Nobody else we've ever talked about is gonna be on a quarter.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm so excited, but that is. Damn, you buried the lead on this story.
Again. But yeah, Althea Gibson is someone that two tennis players that probably everyone in the world knows credit as being an inspiration to
Huge
them.
icon.
The
for
Williams
them.
sisters, Serena
Yeah.
and Venus Williams. They look at her as an icon in the sport, rightfully so.
Yeah.
And I don't know for sure if they participated in her academies, and they probably had a relationship with her too. Althea Gibson, her life ended in 2003, so her coaching career might have ended before the Williams sisters started playing, or might have barely kind of touched one another.
According to the movie, they played since they were little girls. So
Yeah, so probably
they
at the end of her training career, maybe they crossed
had to
paths.
at least know of her.
They definitely knew of one another. Yeah, because she knew of them because
They're them.
yeah, like you hear about something like that early.
Yeah,
Like you hear about LeBron James when he's like 16.
I did.
Yeah, he was on ESPN when he was 16, so
Yeah.
everyone did.
And I had ESPN.
Right?
Yeah. It was on cable.
I didn't have Disney Channel, but I had ESPN.
We did, but it had this weird little fizzle through it.
That's what all the wrestling pay-per-views are like for me too. Just
Did you record them on VHS? You did, didn't you?
Totally.
Yeah, because I did that with the Disney shit. if we swapped videos, oh man, random.
well, yeah. So that's yet another person that doesn't get as much love and coverage and stuff as they
I'm
probably should.
all in on Althea.